Uh, how hard has it been to be born again in No Time to Die for you?
Not at all. It's been a real pleasure, a real joy, in fact, to do this movie. It's creatively been a very rewarding experience. I think the movie is great. We now have to show it to audiences, which is the best bit, and hopefully they'll be happy with it.
Mm-hmm. It's been 15 years being James Bond. Fine feels too. What will you miss and what won't you miss about being James Bond?
I'll miss the collaboration with all of the crew and the actors, and Bond movies are very particular. They're very rare, and I will miss the pressure, all of the things that go into making those movies. There's not. I don't look back on any of it in a bad way. So there's nothing that I won't that I won't miss. Will miss. I only have good memories, really.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the legacy that your James Bond film leave, and how would you like it to be remembered when talking about your Bond films in 10 or 15 years, for example?
Listen, if people are talking about my Bond films in 10 or 15 years, then everything's great. I mean, that would be wonderful. But if they're not, they're not. That's the way it is. Things move on. The world changes rapidly. And I may be completely irrelevant next year. So if people like the movie still, that would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm. No Time to Die has a diverse cast: Lashana Lynch, Naomi Harris, Ana de Armas, Jeffrey Wright, etc. It's an example that Hollywood and Bond franchise are committed to diversity.
We as in Bond have always been committed to that, and have done our best to push that forward. We hope that one day, and I hope that one day, is that we don't even have to have this conversation, that it's just the normal. But for the time being, a little proactive effort on everybody's part will mean that a movie like Bond, and we have a very diverse cast, I'm very proud to say, is the normal.
Mm-hmm. And last question. No Time to Die hit theaters, finally.
Yes.
How are you living the premiere, and did you miss going to movie theaters?
I have, yes, very much missed going to movie theaters. We make Bond movies for movie theaters. We don't make them for this. So I was lucky enough to see the movie last week for the first time in over a year, 2 years nearly, on a big screen, amazing sound, and it looks and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait for people to see it in that context in a cinema.